Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind for quite a while now. Areas, game modes, and gameplay elements that were featured in the original Guild Wars but aren't available in Guild Wars 2. I really hope to see these features or similar features in Guild Wars 2 someday. Before we start, I'd like to point out that these features were mostly loved by the Guild Wars 1 community. Keep in mind that this list is based on features that I'd like to see, my personal things that I'd like to see return in Guild Wars 2. If you prefer to see other features, don't be shy and leave them in the comments. Let's get right into it. Number 5. The Underworld, or similar group content. The Underworld was a place rich with lore and challenging group content. The Underworld is a realm of the god Gw1 and was later ruled by the unjust demigod Doom. This place was accessible in the original Guild Wars by going to the Temple of Ages and paying a tribute to the avatar of Gw1. While you and your party were in the Underworld, you had access to about 11 quests all across the Underworld. You had to complete the first 10 quests to get access to the 11th quest. The last quest consisted out of defeating Doom. Usually, in experienced, organized groups, your party would split up to several parts of the Underworld and do their quests all alone to speed up the run. This was risky and very hard if you were inexperienced. If you failed one quest, you and your entire party would get kicked out and you had to start all over again. There were similar instances like this in the original Guild Wars, like the Fissure of Woe, the Deep, and the Domain of Anguish. The closest thing I can compare it to in Guild Wars 2 is the Silver Wastes. You spread out and make sure you do your part, while others do the same. Only, the Underworld was more punishing. You die, you're dead. The buffs you bought, like Candy Corn, Armor of Salvation, and Essence of Celerity, they were gone. It was really punishing, but also really challenging. I hope to see similar content like this one day in Guild Wars 2. Number 4. Reputation and rewards. This one might seem a bit boring at first, but hear me out. Back when Guild Wars Nightfall came out, you could get Lightbringer points from clearing enemies. These Lightbringer points could raise you in your Lightbringer rank and increase your damage against minions of Abaddon. An unfair advantage, you say? No way. Although the highest Lightbringer rank could grant you up to 40% more damage against minions of Abaddon, I didn't see many people complaining about someone's Lightbringer rank. If you wanted to do endgame content as fast as possible, then I would recommend it though, to get it as high as possible. When Eye of the North was released, the devs added more skills to the game. These PvE skills from the Azura, Dwarves, Norn and Ebon Vanguard could increase their effect by doing quests, clearing enemies and doing dungeons. That's not the only thing they were good for though. After reaching level 5 for a certain faction, let's say the Azuras, then you would be able to craft special armor for your character. My Necromancer, the one you usually see in my videos, has been wearing Azuran armor for years. I would love to see a system like that in Guild Wars 2. It gives the player a title track to complete and an armor set to look out for. Number 3. Guild vs Guild. Guild vs Guild, an actual guild war, was a major PvP element in the original Guild Wars. It was a combat arena where you and your party of 8 fought against 8 other people from another guild. The ranking system worked similar as in Overwatch. It had an ELO rating. Your guild starts at a certain rating, and this was usually 1000. Whether you win or lose the match, you would gain or lose rating for your guild. When you and your party enter a battle, you either had to go to the opposing guild's guild hall or fight in your own guild hall. Each party had to defend their guild lord and defeat the other guild lord to win the battle. This guild lord is defended by several NPC guards. You would have to clear most of them before you could actually reach and attack the guild lord. Back in 2008, Guild Wars actually had some nice prizes for the winners of these Guild vs Guild tournaments. These weren't the big money prizes like we have in esports right now, but you had the possibility to win an iPod or a new video card for your computer. Number 2. Heroes Ascent. Heroes Ascent was my favorite part of PvP. I actually spent quite a lot of time there. Basically, Heroes Ascent was an automated tournament where you had to fight your way to the Hall of Heroes. You'd start out in the Underworld, defeat the opposing party and move on to the next map. Eventually, you would reach the Hall of Heroes and had the possibility to win the match there. If you did win, the winning party's name or guild name would be displayed in everyone's chat box. So, eventually, you would see people and guilds getting famous in the game. They won the Hall of Heroes so many times that a lot of people know their name. If you win a battle in Heroes Ascent, you would be granted with fame, a reputation point you would get for your hero title track. If you managed to win quite a few battles in Heroes Ascent, you would progress in your hero title track and eventually be granted with a really cool emote. It's similar to the emotes we have in Guild Wars 2 for playing PvP, but I remember fame was way harder to get. Number 1. Hard Mode. The name kinda spoils it already, but Hard Mode literally meant harder, tougher and more enemies. After beating the campaign for one of the original Guild Wars continents, Hard Mode would become available. It was really easy to activate. With a simple click on the red helmet in your party window, you should be able to activate Hard Mode. But why do I want this feature in Guild Wars 2? Well, it increases the lifespan of several instances and areas. Imagine dungeons. Right now, you can easily do several dungeons in an hour, but what if you give those dungeons harder and tougher enemies? Of course, the rewards would also be scaled up as well. Maybe a guaranteed exotic with more dungeon currency and achievements tied to it. That would be nice. In the original Guild Wars, you could do a dungeon on normal mode, with basically any build you'd like. On hard mode, you'd need a more organized party to complete the dungeon. Although, with a bit of skill, it was still possible to speedrun several of these hard mode dungeons. You could also use hard mode in open world instances in the original Guild Wars. This would allow you to vanquish the area. This basically meant that you had to kill every enemy on the entire map. If you did this for every map on the entire continent, then you would be granted with an achievement. A possibility to integrate this in Guild Wars 2 is to open a separate instance of a map and allow parties or squads to completely clear the map of enemies. It might seem like a bit of a grind, but I had so much fun in hard mode. It could also provide the real hardcore Guild Wars 2 players the challenge they might be looking for. And that wraps up my list. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate it and it helps the channel grow. If you have a suggestion or something else you'd like to say, please leave it below in the comments. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace!